Today we will present to you about Vietnam, the culture of Vietnam. And as we all know, Vietnam has a diversity cultural music and like such as Quan Họ, Cải Lương, Chầu Văn or Đơn Ca Tài Tử. It depends on the region in Vietnam and the ethnic group in our country. One of the uh, most interesting traditional music in Vietnam is ca trù, and today we would like to introduce to you about this music. And the reason why I choose ca trù to introduce to you because when I was a child, I often listened some kind of folk music from my grandmother, and ca trù is really was impressed me by their sweet rhythm and the profound lyric of that. And this is the shortcut version from my favorite song, Hồng Hồng Tuyết Tuyết.
So now you already knew about cattle, but how was cattle born and development? Now we want to say more about this. Cattle was born in the 11th century, but until 15th century, cattle bred through central, north and northern of Vietnam. Cattle is a kind of music of a royal court which favored by wealthy and knowledge people. Cattle is fluent and fit, a combination between poetry and music. Cattle was performed at cattle inns. Besides this inn, cattle was performed at communal house and private home. Cattle, like many ancient music, has many forms. However, the widely known about cattle is the three performers: flute, flute player, drummer, and the most important person is a female vocalist. A female vocalist is employed breathing vibrator to make ornament sound while or sing. She strikes a rhythm on the clapper. The vocalist did not only sing. The people who were knowledge, who were widely knowledge, to make a witty conversation with men customer.
As Nida said after Nida said before, in the ca trù was started in the 11th century, but in the 15th century it was very popular in our countries. And but after the August Revolution, Côn Đổi Mới in the August 1945, ca trù was suppressed by communists, and it was considered as a prostitution form and the degradation of women. And as a result, in 1976, there only exist two articles named Nguyễn Xuân Khoát and Quách Thị Hồ. They are two of them. They are the person who revive ca trù and bring ca trù to all around the world. And until 1980, ca trù began to allow in public, but not in traditional writing style. The lyric of that was under the control of communists, and the content is praising the communist the party at that time. And with the extensive existence, in the late 1990, Kachu was officially appreciated by government, and it was allowed to perform freely. And with the extensive effort in 2009, Kachu was recognized as an intangible heritage by UNESCO in 2009. And Nina will say about the reality of Kachu.
Yeah. So nowadays, in the flat world, by the influences of the Western and modern music, Kachu was lost, and the younger low interested by Kachu. They are, like other traditional art, have been almost extinct in society. Today we want to talk some solution to keep the culture popular and developed in the future. The first is approach younger to at their school by extracurricular session or activity sessions. The second, maintain regular schedule at the perform in the walking street at the old town, for example, Hanoi City or another city, to more popular culture. And the third, have good policy for the old artists and the younger to encourage the teaching and learning for the future generations. And we hope that's some solution